Welcome to the Chuck Clark Coach Show here on the BCHS Network. I'm your host, Gary Ownbey, being joined today by Coach Clark, and he brought along one of his senior players. And Coach, we'll get to Isaac Smith here in just a few minutes. But Coach, first off, I want to thank Mr. Sroy and students who make these productions possible, because without them, we wouldn't be here, just to be honest about it. But all these shows are viewed on BCHS Bear Network on Facebook as well as on YouTube. And we're recording this on Friday morning. And Coach, you're going to be playing tonight against a crosstown rival, Walker Valley, a team you've faced twice this year, come up on the short end in a couple of games that coulda, shoulda. Tonight, there's no coulda, shoulda been there. It's got to be, you got to win, or it's lose and go home.
That's exactly right, and that's what I've tried to get over to the team. I think the seniors understand that it's time to play. We can't have any drop-offs at any time tonight, so we're going to have to give our best effort and go out and play hard. And, I've already determined in my mind, if I see somebody who's not or has some mental breakdown, somebody else will be in there for them.
They can come watch somebody else is playing hard.
That's exactly it, because I told those guys I'm not ready to give up this season. And, we've not done that except one time in the last, I guess, almost 40 years. And so one time in 40 years missing the region tournament is pretty good, but still, I don't want to miss it.
Well, Coach Will Campbell, good friend of yours, and good friend of ours, and very well liked around the area and in his school, of course. You've known him a long time, and let's be real, folks. There's nothing new. I mean, you can, with a click of a mouse, 2 or 3 mouse clicks, you can see their game, they can see our game. He's telling his guys the same thing, but it's going to be about who executes tonight. We talked about this earlier, you can shoot as poorly as you've ever shot in your life, but as long as somebody on your team is rebounding and playing defense, that defense has got to be there, and that could be there no matter how bad you're shooting. You can play hard defense and hustle all the time.
That's just about heart and want to. Mm-hmm. And so, and trying to get that across to the guys, this whole year, we have not been a really good defensive team, and it's shown by our record. I told the guys we are what we are. We're a 500 team right now, and I showed them part of the reason why was the Walker Valley video of the first, 8 minutes of the game, first quarter, and just showed how we break down, and you got to call it like it is, and that's on me for not either having different players in there who want to play defense, or I don't think it's because we haven't changed the way we've taught it over the last 25 years or so, because it's the same way Coach Smith did virtually. But defenses just want to. Yeah. It's
like rebounding,
you got to.
How bad do you want it?
Yeah, I mean, you got to be, take offense to somebody if they're going to score on me. That ain't going to happen a second time. And if it does, then I'm getting more ticked at myself because I'm not doing my job to stop him. And I don't know if we have that. And I think we do on a few players. But Coach Smith, one of his favorite sayings, when one man breaks down, the whole team breaks down. And so we have lapses where we play really good defense, and then one man will break down. Next thing you know, they're shooting layups, and then it's contagious sometimes with us. So anyway, if we come out and play really good defense, and I expect us to, because we went back to some of the fundamentals of what we do preseason on some defensive drills, and so I decided to break it back down for them again. And hopefully we will come out and show up.
Well, Isaac, this is your senior year. You've been involved here at Bradley for 4 years in basketball. You play other sports here, by the way?
I don't.
Just basketball. And your dad, Bubba, everybody knows Bubba. He's been the lead coach of the Lee Flames for several years, I guess now. I don't know how long exactly, but has he tried to? I know he's been at your games. I've seen him at a lot of your games and watched your sister play as well. But does he critique your play? You know, when you get home, say, "Boy, you played lousy tonight," or "You played that was really good, hustle play," or does he offer inside input for you?
Every game, I mean, if it's a good game for me or a bad game for me, I mean, we watch it. We go over the things that we'll carry on to the next if we don't talk about them, or things that just build confidence as well. But my mom's almost more of a competitor than my dad.
Really?
I mean, even after his own games.
Yeah.
I mean, my mom always likes talking about the games as well.
Is she his worst critic maybe sometimes?
Yeah. she's maybe his assistant at home.
Well, that's good. You know, I guess, you know, if I was playing basketball, I'd go home, you know, and my family wouldn't know what to tell me about the game of basketball. But having a dad as a coach, I can't imagine, you know, going home and let's watch the film of your game tonight. And then, oh, look here, you're out of place, you're out of position, you're not hustling, whatever. That's got to be different, you know, than most people. And tell us about the rest of your family. You got some sisters too.
Yeah, I got 3 younger sisters. One's 2 are at Lake Forest, one's at Cleveland, but they're just a crazy bunch. I mean, they're fun to be with.
What are their names?
Mary, Emma, and Izzy.
Which one is at Cleveland?
Mary.
Okay. Let's talk about Emma, though. Congratulations. They just won the Tennessee Middle School Athletic Association State Championship last Saturday night. What a huge win for them, for Lake Forest, and Coach Xander Morris, a former Barrett down there. And I've seen them play. I do the PA down there for them, and I've seen them play for the last couple of years. And, man, Coach Morris has got it going on down there. And, obviously, you go unbeaten 21-0, I think, this year and win the state title. That's a huge feather in the cap for them and for the whole community, really, there. But this point of the season, is there a whole lot more that you can learn or that you try to learn or pick up or what? I know your goal tonight is to win this game because your career is over at Bradley Central. It is over if you don't win this game tonight. And I don't know if that's hit home with you guys, and Mason Rothwell's a senior, and Tucker Green, you guys are seniors. To me, that's a sad thought to have. You know, I could be playing my last game tonight. But does that hit home with you guys?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's just it'll bring out either a new style of play in some guys tonight, or some that may not. But yeah, for sure, it's something that goes through all of our minds. My thoughts last year as a junior were like, I'm going to be in this guy's position next year. So a lot of it is carries on, and you just learn to play. And
well, those underclassmen are looking to you seniors to see how you play, how you react, how you hustle, how you play defense, and you're the one that they're looking at. Say, well, that's how he plays. Well, if he's going to goof off, I'm going to goof off. I'm not saying you goof off, but you understand what I'm saying here. It's you lead by your actions. That's how seniors and upperclassmen lead. And I know they look to you for that. And Coach, you look to these guys to set the example out there. I mean, they're sort of your coach on the floor. They got to be from time to time.
I really do. Especially, in the preseason stuff that we were doing, I'd turn it over to Isaac and Mason, and they would run the guys through some of the offenses because, sometimes it's good to hear it from one of your peers, and they did a really good job of that, and it carried over a lot early. Now, I don't know exactly if they've been doing as much talking as they should or as I would like for them to, but they still, I don't get to hear everything they talk about in the locker room.
Right.
I have no doubt that they're voicing some of their opinions and trying to help guys out. I know in practice they do a little bit, and if somebody's not getting the offense or playing really good defense, they'll say a little something of encouragement where I might be jumping somebody's tail, and then they're lifting them back up. So I think that's more of it, and these guys, you've got some vocal leaders like we've had in the past. We've had the Copelands that were really vocal on the court, in the locker room, and leaders. These guys lead by example a whole lot. And so and both ways are good. But you know, I don't hear that as much here. But I see what they do as the example of leading on the court, off the court, especially off the court.
Well, there's no wrong way to lead. There's just different ways to lead based on your own personality and all.
That's exactly right. And so that's why these guys, they're good about, you know, I see Isaac especially, he'll pull somebody off to the side and will talk to them and try to communicate what's going on. And that's, you know, that's pretty much the way he handles his leadership role in talking with the players. It's more one-on-one, and that's good.
Yeah.
And then, you know, Mason's got a little bit of the same type of leadership qualities. So, and Tucker's a little bit different in some of his, and then Cole is also. You know, they all four of them take some leadership roles. But,
and all four of those guys are sort of a quiet personality, you know, as opposed to others,
yes.
I guess. But.
Yeah, you know, I had a nephew that was, you know, loud, and he and Cole would butt heads, and you know, that was good. That showed the competitiveness of both of those guys, but they were heck of a leaders for us.
Showed they cared, yeah.
Yeah, and so you got to have all different types of leadership, but these guys have done really well, and you know, I'm proud of them. I need somebody to be a defensive stopper tonight, and this guy's always in the right spot. But I got to get him talking defensively to get other people to rotate over and get in the right spot. And if they don't rotate over for him, and while he's talking to him, I'll get you somebody else in there. Okay.
So I think you got to be talking tonight, bud.
Well, I put the pressure on him now. He's going to have to talk, communicate defensively.
Talk. Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Communication.
That's the key. Isaac's always in the right spot. He's directing traffic, but you know, some of these guys, I need to hear it myself, and he's got to get a little bit louder when he's directing it, and that's, you know, he knows what a coach's voice is about.
Oh yeah.
He gets to hear it all the time. Now, from Dad more than me, I'm sure.
And Mom.
And Mom, yeah.
Well, any final thoughts about the game tonight? We're going to be at Walker Valley, and the game is 7 o'clock tip-off. Like we said, now if you win tonight, you're guaranteed at least 2 more games because you'll be in the semifinals, you'll be into the region. You want to finish as high a seed as you can so you can be home. But it's tonight. It's do or die. It's the way it is in tournament time.
Well, we win tonight, we get 3.
Yeah.
So, and then it is really that's when the fun really starts.
Yeah.
That is when you start getting into, you know, the semifinals of the district and then region play. Yeah. Man, it's fun.
It ratchets up the level of competition and your opponent quite a bit every step. You know, and that's what it should be. You know?
Well, yeah, and
because you're eliminating the weaker links.
And these guys knows what it's like. Mm-hmm. You know, winning the district last year and then turning around and having to go back to Blackman again in the sub-state, you know, or going to White County and beating them on their court. Mm-hmm. And in region semis last year, they've been through the battles and they've seen what it's about. And so now it's on them. It really is. Nobody's changing their spots now. We're all either leopards or zebras or something. You can't change this late in the year. So everybody knows what everybody's doing. It's just now about executing and how bad that you really want to play.
I agree with 100% on execution and hustle and desire and the want to do whatever is needed to be successful there. But Coach, I'd like to thank you as always every week for joining in. Isaac Smith, thank you, one of our seniors, being here with us today. Glad to get you on here finally to talk a little bit. And good luck tonight, Coach and Isaac. Get you a win tonight. Who knows what that could lead to, but let's play the game.
Hey, it's about getting hot at the right time of the year. And, you know, let's see what we've won 4 of the last 5. We're on a pretty good roll.
Yep.
And so that's what that's all I can ask them to do. And so now they did what we needed done, and now it's time to step up tonight.
Finish it off strong is all we can do right now.
Right.
Until next week, I've been your host, Gary Ownbey, saying so long for now. God bless and go Bears.